Mr. Anil Razdan, Chair for this session, distinguished speakers on the dais, members of the industry, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. Yes, oh sorry, it's good afternoon now. The session was supposed to be in the morning, now it's in the afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to be here in this August gathering for the 13th PetroCoal Summit and the 4th World Future Fuel Summit. At the outset, I'd like to thank the organizers for providing us a forum to share our thoughts at such a situation where the petroleum industry is facing a lot of challenges. We recently felt the tremors of COVID-19. Now we are facing the issues because of the Ukraine crisis, and the world is in a very big way going electric. For this session, which is on digitalization, I think COVID-19 was a blessing in some sort. It accelerated the transformation. That impetus was given during this phase. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate the organizers for not only for organizing this excellent event, but also for selecting apt subjects covering the entire gamut from digitalization, for future fuels, biofuels, net zero, and other topics. This session is on digital transformation. So what do we mean by digitalization? I'll keep it very basic. Most of the things have been covered by my earlier speakers. So I'll keep it very basic. Digitalization refers to creating a digital representation of physical things or attributes, which helps improve or enable our business processes by using new technologies of digital and digitalized data. And why are we calling it a transformation? Why not just simple change? By definition, change means substitute or replace. But when we say transformation, it means complete change to something which is much more useful, or a different kind of appearance is there. That is why we called it as transformation. Digital transformation really is nothing else but business transformation. We are currently in the 4th industrial revolution. These technologies and tools which are available in this industrial revolution, like my earlier speakers have said, it is artificial intelligence. It is about big data analytics, unmanned vehicles, what we call as drones, blockchain, IoT. These are the new tools of this industrial revolution. What is the need for digitalization? Why there is suddenly so much of buzz around this in the last few years? Let us see. Over the last century, oil and gas industry has played a very vital role in economic transformation of the world. We are not new to volatility. We have always faced these crises. There has always been a demand on oil and gas sector to improve their efficiencies, to reduce cost, to improve safety, to find new business ways to be relevant in the current scenarios. However, these pressures are gaining momentum because of this energy transition and with new technologies available and alternate energy sources which are currently being made available. Development of internet has connected people, businesses, and organizations at such a scale which could not have been fathomed a couple of decades back. Now this connectivity is now being added to things such as equipment, devices, controllers, actuators. Not only it is getting connected, but it is generating data which can be analyzed. to improve with artificial intelligence, which can improve our business processes. With this IoT, what we call as Industrial Internet of Things, nicknamed Intelligent Internet of Things, the petroleum industry is entering an era where linking data, big data, or machine learning, analytical tools, wireless tools will transform the way we monitor or acquire benefits from our assets. Oil and gas companies, especially large and integrated, generate a lot of reams of data, which are siloed in different places, be it in different business units, geographies, or sometimes in one single operating unit itself, where the data is being generated by process, maintenance, inspection, HR. This data gets generated, but this data is not talking to each other. So there are a lot of silos which need to be broken down for this integration transformation to happen. Collecting a lot of data about a lot of things which we call as big data will provide us opportunity to analyze of phenomena, correlations, which would otherwise not would have been possible without this artificial intelligence. To overcome these challenges of siloed information available, many organizations are collaborating with technology providers to break down these silos. Pressure is mounting on oil and gas to accelerate digital transformation to improve efficiencies. Given the scale of oil and gas, any small incremental improvement in our functioning can have a tremendous impact. I will give you an example. When we started this digital journey in BPCL in 2018, there was a lot of idea generation which took place. We selected just 14 of those ideas, and we have tried to implement those ideas. And by implementing those 14 ideas, we were able, our estimate is that we will be able to save roughly 3,000 crores in the next 10 years. By just these 14, we had 400 ideas. So what are the benefits that you get by digitalization? You can streamline your processes. You can improve your productivity. Monotonous jobs can be automated so that your workforce gets free from these things. They can focus on bigger things. They can innovate on new things. It can reduce your operational costs. It can bring in transparency, governance. It can help you in taking real-time decisions. I'll give you an example. In BPCL, we have a digital wall, which is roughly 23 meters long and 2 meters in width. The data from all the business units comes to that digital center. All our retail outlets, roughly 16,000, are connected to this data. All my SBUs are connected here. What is happening in refinery, what is the supply chain doing, everything gets collected in this place, and you are able to see all data at one place and take decisions. Digital transformation is not about technology. We feel that it is about people. People who can adopt these technologies to improve our businesses. So people are the core for any transformation to happen. So when we realized this, we started the journey in BPCL in 2018. We selected 40 people from 2 refineries, from various functions. We trained them extensively on digital tools. We provided those tools to them. And now in BPCL, most of our innovations are happening digitally by these people in-house. We are only taking tools from the providers, technology providers, but implementation has to be done by our people only. Nobody else will come to know what are your problems, what kind of solutions you are looking for. That we only, as the people who are working in that organization, can realize that, and we can only find that best possible solution. Nowadays, this data is not about sending data, it is about sharing. so that that data is available at one single platform and everybody can collaborate on that data and find a better solution. Yes. Now, most of my colleagues had spoken about upstream. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the downstream part of the industry, of the petroleum industry, where the magic happens. So, next slide, please. I'll just showcase what are the things that have been done till now. So, if you see at the bottom, for the paucity of the time, I'll go a little faster. It is BPCL's vision to have digital one view. Basically, all our refineries, we want to integrate and have one single view, where all data from be it at our Kochi refinery, be it at our Mumbai refinery, and be it at our Bina refinery, we are able to integrate these data at one single place. Next, please. So these are the initiatives at BPCL Mumbai refinery and Kochi refinery that we have taken up. And this is basically digital turnaround, as there are many young people here. So what do you mean by turnarounds? It is when we stop our running units for regular maintenance. So this digital turnaround, our people have collaborated with new startups and have entered into digital turnaround, where all this manpower which is entering is geo-fenced. You know where the resources are there. We are using drones to do the inspection of stacks. Earlier, we used to build scaffoldings. We used to put people at risk. They had to climb so high on the scaffolding. There was always a chance of a slip and a fall. With drones now available, that inspection is done much earlier before the start of the shutdown itself. We know for sure what are the kind of maintenance work which are going to come. We had a startup, we had a collaboration with one of the startups, manhole cleaning. This is where people were used to send into the manholes to clean. Along with this startup, we have developed some new robotic kind of scavenging cleaning machines. Nowadays, manhole cleaning we are not doing manually, it is done through robots. AR, VR technologies, these young people would be aware. So this AR, VR technologies we are using very extensively even for training. I'll tell you a situation in our Kochi refinery when we were commissioning one of the projects in 2020-21, and as COVID hit us and our licensors were all from other countries across the world, and they were not able to come to start the plants. So we use these technologies to get their inputs from there, and we were able to commission these units. First time commissioning these units during this COVID period. So this is the kind of strength this digital tools have, which we can harness and use for our business solutions. We have digital twins, wherein any machine you can make it, for a machine, for a plant, for a unit, you can make a digital twin. You can integrate these twins with the operating data. You don't have to have experts available at each and every location. This data gets transferred to one single location where all our experts are available. And based on this data, they can send recommendations, they can advise what are the steps to be taken to ensure that the reliability is ensured. There is no unwanted failures which happens. Rest, most of them are very general kind of thing. Next. See, for us at BPCL, we are focusing on these key areas. One is health and safety. Safety plays a very paramount role in refining. Maintenance and reliability. We do not want downturns due to failure of a pump. There are some critical pumps and compressors. Even one of them fails, we need to take shutdown of the unit. Taking a shutdown of the unit and again starting takes us three days minimum. So to avoid all those kind of things, we are starting to use these technologies where it will analyze the data, it will continuously monitor the pumps and the compressors and give feedback to the experts who can then give us a recommendation to how to avoid any failure. Energy management, production planning and scheduling. Now we have tools available. We are buying crudes from various sources now. And we have these crude blenders. We can make a crude assay depending on what crude will give us the best optimum price for it. This data is fed into our advanced process controls. It maintains our plant parameters. It will optimize for not even the unit, for the entire refinery. It will optimize what are the best products that you can make, which will fetch you much more what you call finances. The same thing we are doing in our engineering and projects whenever we are conceptualizing projects. Even today, when we are doing projects, a lot of data is getting generated. We are not able to handle that data. 4 years, 5 years down the line, there are data is not found. So we are digitalizing even during the project execution stage. Sir, yeah.